Good morning, students. So now we are going to discuss about meter bridge. So meter bridge is another form of Wheatstone bridge. So Wheatstone bridge have four resistances P, Q, R and S. Here it's a bridge, it's a meter bridge. So P, Q, R and S. So it's this one is P, this one is R. So this one is P, R. So this length. So already we know the resistance R is directly proportional to length of the conductor. So the bridge consists of C and D and E are made up of copper strips. So E is a middle or center copper strips is made up of copper. So AB is a manganese wire. So they are using 1 meter manganese wire. So parallel to AB 1 meter scale is fixed in a wooden board. Then from E there is a galvanometer, high resistance and jockey is connected. So this one G1 and G2 are the two gaps. Between the two gaps the resistance P and R are connected. So it's P and Q, it's not R, it's Q. So PQ by RS. Then this is a primary circuit. Then secondary circuit is, so one Lagrange cell is connected, another one key is connected. So Lagrange cell is used to give a power. So just think of the Wheatstone bridge. Then key is used as a switch. So we are using switch. If we switch on the fan, then only the fan will rotate. If there is no need of fan, just we switch off. Similarly, the key is used if the circuit we are going to work, just we close the switch. So the circuit will work. Then open the switch, the circuit won't work. Now, then J is a jockey. So jockey is nothing but just it's a metal, then a wire is connected. So how we do the experiment? So before that we need to know what is the galvanometer purpose. The galvanometer is used to find, so galvanometer is used to find the flow of current. So just simply it's galvanometer, but so galvanometer it's look like that. So there is a arrow mark is there. It's from 0 to 30 and 30. So initially if we touch A using the jockey, so the galvanometer shows in opposite direction. There is a deflection. So after reopening of school, so in the experiment we have a lab in which that is meter bridge. So if we touch A, the galvanometer shows the deflection in B side. If we touch B, the galvanometer shows this side. So if we start the experiment, so P is a unknown resistance. So P is a unknown. So we are going to find what is the resistance of the wire using meter bridge. So Q is a known resistance. So just we touch the wire, we touch the AB, that manganese wire using the jockey, there is a deflection. So deflection goes from like that, it reaches at 0 point. So that galvanometer current is 0 means the bridge is balanced. So in Wheatstone bridge we have Ig is equal to 0 means the bridge is balanced. So the potential B and D are at same, so there is no current flow, that is galvanometer current is 0. Similar manner, so the jockey shows if Ig, if you touch a certain point, the galvanometer shows 0 deflection means the bridge is balanced. So here see from here to here there is a length of the wire. So every material have a resistance. So this from this to this we are dividing using a jockey. So there is a potential difference. So its length L1, then this one L2. So this one is connected with the meter scale from 0 to 100 in centimeter scale. So 100 centimeter equal to 1 meter. So it's around, I think it's 60 centimeter. So what's the value of L2? So 100 minus 60, it's 40 centimeter. So value of L1, it's 60 centimeter, value of L2 is 40 centimeter. So we are doing the next value by changing the known resistance. For example, we give 5 ohm, then 6 ohm, then 7 ohm, we will get different L1 and L2 values. After that, so the copper strips are connected using a soldering. So there may be a end resistance. There is a error in the experiment. To rectify the error, we need to re-interchange. So the Q is shifted to the gap 1, P is shifted to gap 2. We set the readings, then taking average, you will get the final value. So what is the resistance P? So how we arrive? So using Wheatstone bridge, P by Q is equal to R by S. So in the place of R and S, so this one R, this one is S. So R1 is AJ, so it's AJ by then JP. So here they use R dash and R dash. So R dash is the resistance per unit length. So resistance per unit length of the given wire. So R dash cancel. So AJ. So AJ by JB, that is equal to L1 by L2. So P by Q is equal to L1 by L2. So we need P is equal to L1 by L2 times Q. So we are finding the unknown resistance using the meter bridge. So by knowing the balancing length L1 and L2. After that we are going to find the specific resistance. So specific resistance or resistivity, that is rho. So specific resistance, so already we know resistance R is equal to rho times L by A. So if rho is equal to RA by L, so rho is equal to R times. So here it's a wire. So this one is a wire. So wires, it looks like a cylinder. So have a length and radius. So area of the wire is pi r squared. So pi r squared by L. R is the resistance of the wire. L is the length of the wire, that is 1. So we can find the resistance, that is resistivity, that is ohm meter. So it's an experiment you have in the public practical. So meter bridge, both 5 mark. It's in the practical as well as in the theory. So in the theory we are studying what is the concept or idea behind. Then in theory, in practical, so we are going to do the experiment. We are going to find the unknown resistance using the meter bridge. So it's somewhat similar to Wheatstone bridge. So Wheatstone bridge is P by Q equal to R by S. So the bridge balance, so Ig is equal to 0. Here the meter bridge balance, Ig is equal to 0. So P by Q equal to R by S. So that is L1 by L2. We can find, we know L1 and L2. Then we know the known resistance Q. Then next step we are going to find the specific resistance of the given wire. So or resistivity of the given wire. So resistance R is directly proportional to L by A. So just rearrange rho is equal to RA by L. Just A is a pi r squared by L. Okay students, thank you.